two very different expressions appear on the face of Scott Hogan to sum up his journey to international football at the age of 25, undoubtedly a late bloomer to take him to this stage. Without ever having worn the green shirt, he could quickly become a personality in a Republic of Ireland dressing room that craves them. The first is the mention of his grandmother Bridget, a Carlow woman that brings a smile to his face because of what he describes as positivity, energy and independence even when now living with a disability. Bridget moved to England with her husband Joseph and they settled, but sadly his grandfather died when his dad was still a teenager, long before Scott entered the world. The second expression is grimace to sum up a battle with injuries that have often hampered his development and prevented a call-up in previous years. So what can Republic of Ireland fans expect of a man that cost Aston Villa €13.5 million in the last January transfer window? I like to play as the last man. I think my movement is really good. I like to think him fast, can take people on, can shoot and then in and around the box, that movement. That is my main attribute, he said. You'll never find me other than between two posts when I'm in the box. When the ball is going in the box, I'm around. If we break, I'm heading straight for that goal. You'll never find me outside the box then. When you have a Robbie Keane-shaped hole in your dressing room, it is little wonder why O'Neill has called upon a player with such abilities. Footballers can often be wary of describing their own talents, but, when prompted, the notion of being a goal poacher is clearly what inspires Hogan and he doesn't want to hide it. It has led to a journey through lower leagues to a club the size of Villa. But why did it take so long to become a member of the Ireland squad? A call-up to the under-21s had to be postponed due to a vital derby game for his club Rochdale in a promotion chase, and in that very match came the beginning of a series of injury problems. He persisted and it led to bigger stages, but caution came with it. I'm not a very public person. I don't do many interviews. I've always said to the people around me that I want to play for Ireland and to the manager Martin. He knew it. It was a case of my injuries. It was never a case of waiting for certain things abiding my time. I had to think about my career and I was struggling. It was looking like it was going to be a big struggle and sometimes you don't come back from them. I had to make sure because if I didn't do that, I might never have been available for selection at all. In an earlier press briefing this week, Hogan could not help but admit current Ireland assistant boss Roy Keane is an idol of his. As a Salford boy, he looked up to a generation of Manchester United players including Dennis Irwin, and his dad had the same opinion of George Best as he does for Keane. The first meeting with Keane this week saw a few nerves for the striker, but the Irish great quickly broke the ice. He's quite funny. He's razor sharp. I've learned that and been told. I've not met many sharper than him. The first words he said to me were, "Good to have you on board, where you been?" For the last year, it made me smile. I'd never be sick of anyone trying to help me play football and that's what he's trying to do. He's trying to help us. I've not been on the wrong end of him just yet, but there is time for everything I suppose. If Keane wondered why it had taken Hogan so long, Rochdale fans would have had similar thoughts at the start of his career. As a 17-year-old he was on the books of his local club, but the expectation and demands of football was not something for him. It took 3 years for his career to get going. I enjoy playing football. But I didn't like pressure when I was younger. I don't think any kid should be put through pressure playing football when they are young. I always wanted to play with my mates, so any opportunity I took it. I wanted to play with my local team and my mates. Then I got a call from Rochdale as a kid and I found out what it was like to be a professional footballer. I didn't want it, I wasn't ready for it. It was pressure, it was demanding and I openly admit I wasn't ready for that, so I just wanted to play with my friends. I left in a pre-season and didn't tell anyone. So I played with my friends and enjoyed it, and then it got to a point where I needed a job. I needed to work and get by. I took the time out to work hard in the gym one summer. Brian Barry Murphy at Rochdale then came to watch me for the non-league teams. They tried to sign me and in the summer they offered me a 2-year contract. I couldn't believe it. It wasn't great money, but I snapped their hand off and everything has gone on from there. The second chance at Rochdale produced 19 goals in 30 games. Brentford came calling within a year, which Hogan describes as the right club, but the wrong thing happened. Just 15 minutes into his league debut for the Bees, a cruciate ligament injury ended his season. It was followed by a foot injury in training on his return that made it 20 months out, but Brentford would not be deterred and offered him a 12-month extension to make up for the time lost. He tore up the Championship on return, scoring 21 more goals. I like to think I repaid Brentford and the faith they showed in me. We didn't achieve promotion, but I repaid the faith. They believed in me. I'll forever be grateful for that extra year on my contract. I delivered what I was supposed to do then. Brentford's reward was that big fee, but it hasn't been the ideal start at Villa. Hogan has made just 11 league starts since, and goals have been hard to come by, but he knows what his record shows, and clearly the belief is in him that they will come. This week, it's World Cup qualification on his mind. Ireland need 2 wins and results to go their way elsewhere. The odds are against Martin O'Neill's men, but they have been before. A generation has waited for that major stage. As a boy, Hogan watched on as Ireland made their last appearance in the biggest tournament in football in 2002. It seems so long ago. It just seems forever. We watched the Germany game at my grandmother's house with my dad and other relatives. Even the TV footage looks old-fashioned now. We want to say that Ireland's previous World Cup appearance is 2018, not 2002. O'Neill could spring some surprises in his team to play Moldova, with Hogan in the mix for a start. He is certainly making the right noises. I want to make my debut on Friday. I want to play and I want to score. I won't have any emotion because I treat it as a game. The emotion will come before or after, but in that 90 minutes it's a game. I'll be calm, nervous as I get in every game. I want to look back on a win, and it would be an extremely proud moment for myself and my family. You've just got to enjoy football, haven't you? I know the size of the games. I've been told, I'm aware of it, but at the end of the day every game should feel like that. We're trying to forge a career and succeed. Obviously it's different now though. I'm not representing a city anymore. I'm representing a country. I've watched all of the Ireland games, and I think if everyone works hard, like they always do, the rest will follow. It's exciting. You have to enjoy it, but I'm really exciting as well. If we win, I'll get carried away for an hour or two, which I do after any game. And then, I want to play Monday and I want to score on Monday. But the ultimate goal is to win Friday and set us up for Cardiff. I have every confidence we can go there and win. Why can't we do it? It's a playoff game really. The most important thing is win Friday and then give ourselves that chance. I remember the Shane Long goal against Germany. They are moments you get into football for. Hopefully, if it's not me, someone else can do it. That's all that matters. And if it could be you, the new Irish striker points to his head. It's up there. I've had dreams and visions of it. Fingers crossed. Watch the full interview tonight as Republic of Ireland taken on Moldova, live on RTE2, RTE Player and 2FM from 7 p.m, live online blog www.rt.sport.